Hello, Penn Kingsman. I hope everyone had a great start to the 2020-2021 school year. This is Mr. White, and over the past 3 years, I've had the pleasure of working as an assistant principal at Penn High School. I am excited and honored to begin my work with all of you as the new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer for PHM. A good way of looking at diversity, equity, and inclusion is the following. Diversity is where everyone is invited to the party. Equity means that everyone gets to contribute to the playlist. And inclusion means everyone has the opportunity to dance. In order to create a culture that embraces diversity, we need to first create a culture that appreciates and understands inclusion. Inclusion is achieved when people feel valued for who they are. We can accomplish this important first step to creating a culture of inclusion by teaching each other to look for the commonalities we share instead of pointing out the differences. When we embrace diversity and develop an inclusive school culture, we will maximize our efforts towards the goal of achieving excellence in everything that we do. At this time, I would like to publicly recognize and thank the courageous efforts of a group of alumni and current students who made a clarion call for action, inclusion, and equity for all students at Penn High School. We would not be here in this moment of change without all of you. Thank you for having the willingness and courage to speak up for the unspoken. Our shared vision will focus on making sure every unheard student voice is heard and valued at Penn High School. As we begin the school year together, my diversity, equity, and inclusion focuses will be on the following. 1. Act as a liaison between PHM and minority communities in matters that impact their school-age children. 2. Assist in the identification of practices and procedures that perpetuate any achievement gaps in institutional racism in all forms. 3. Collaborate with district leaders to monitor and ensure the delivery of high-quality, culturally relevant learning opportunities for all students. 4. Identify and promote professional development and training to educate all stakeholders about the adverse impacts of implicit bias and systematic racism, as well as professional development that enhances and promotes diversity, equity, inclusion, and anti-racism. And finally, 5, evaluate, audit student discipline practices and trends for disparities and recommend changes that promote the use of restorative practices and promote equality at all levels. This list does not represent all of my job responsibilities. However, it serves as a launching pad as we begin our journey working together to ensure diversity, equity, and inclusion for all students at Penn High School. Every student at Penn High School has a story that needs to be heard and valued. The time for change is now. I truly believe from this day moving forward that diversity of our experiences will be our strength. As Arthur Ula Joseph so passionately stated, diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. I am extremely excited to be working with all of you in this important role, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone soon at school. Take care and have a great afternoon. Go Penn!